It's that time. It's time for the children to come forward for the children's sermon.
I'm really so glad that you could be here today. They're here. Have you ever noticed how grown-ups say things that, they say one thing and they mean something else? Like they might say, on the one hand and on the other hand, and yet there's nothing in either one of their hands. They might say, give me a hand. And you look at your own hands and you think, I don't want to give away one of my hands. When it takes a while, but then we learn that they mean something else. They mean, help us or help me. We all like to help. Have you ever gone into maybe a room where there are a whole bunch of grown-ups doing something? Maybe you've gone where there's a kitchen and there are lots of people doing things into the kitchen, and or into a workshop and there are lots of people doing work, and you just feel like you want to help because everybody is so busy and so much is happening. Do you ever feel like that? And you say, can I help? And people will look around and they will think, they might say to you, no, this is for grown-ups to do. Or they might say, yeah, you could do this, and it doesn't seem like what you're doing would be very important. Or they might say, you could do that. Or they might say, just stay out of everybody's way. And that doesn't seem like you're helping at all. Sometimes we feel like that. Sometimes we just want to give a hand or lend a hand or just be useful. And that's kind of the way you are right now, with your own hands. There are things you can do with your own hands that are so helpful. I think you already know what they are. You know already about washing your hands. And you're supposed to wash your hands for a long, longer than this time. And you're supposed to, you're not supposed to touch your face anymore. You're supposed to, not to do that anymore. And sometimes, especially now, when we're supposed to keep the right kind of distance, it seems like all you can do is wave. Maybe there are people that you can't even see anymore except by waving. Kind of like what we're doing right now. You can't see anymore just because of the waving. And these are things you can do with your hands. Something else, and I'm going to tell you about this, that you can do with your hands. You can pray. You can use your hands to pray. You can fold your hands. I like to fold them this way. You're allowed to fold them this way. Or you're allowed to do this too if you want. You can hold them like this, however you want to do. But you can use your own hands to pray. Will you pray with me now? Dear God, thanks for your love. You're all the time, no matter what. Go anywhere or stay where we are. Love. Help us remember that you are always with us, all the time, no matter what. And in remembering your love and doing the things we can do, we are helping show this love to everyone, everywhere, all the time, no matter what. And all of God's children said, Amen. I'm so glad that you could come today and help me with that children's sermon and help me with those prayers. Thanks for giving me and everybody a hand.